Hello and welcome. Today we are here to celebrate the Teachers' Day, the day when we show our gratitude towards the pillar of our society, our beloved teachers. The day when famous Indian philosopher, academics, and statesman Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan was born, whose idea behind teaching was to make a difference in the life of a child. He had once said, 100 years from now, it will not matter what kind of car I drove, what kind of house I lived in, or how much money I had in my bank. But the world may be a better place because I made a difference in the life of a child. To celebrate this auspicious day, today we have with us renowned teachers and educational experts. We have with us Jyoti Ramachandran, Snigdha Bhatia, Rashi Somani, and Ankita Luthra. Going ahead, welcome all of you. I hope you all are doing well. Let's start the topic. Jyoti ma'am, can you give us your inputs about what it will be like for the students, for the teachers, and even for the parents? What can they expect post-pandemic? How the education will change? How will it be?
Thank you, Satata. Hello to everyone, to the viewers as well as the panelists and all teachers who are watching it. A very happy Teachers' Day. It's a very special day for all of us. For the first time, we are celebrating Teachers' Day offline. First time we are doing it. It's something very unique, though not very happy times. So you first asked me, what do you think would happen? First, let's agree to accept all the changes that is going to happen. Let us be ready for changes. And let us know that it is not going to be normal school, at least for the till next March 2021. It has to be something very different, and it is being something very different. Never did we think that we'll be going offline for school children. I have been teaching B.Ed, M.Ed through digital lessons for open universities. So I am used to this media. I'm also learning some languages where I've been using Zoom from 2018. Before we go into that, in the month of March 18th, we had our CBSE last exam for class 10th. 19th, we did not know that we would not go to school from then. The first 2 days, we were very happy. Chutti mil gaya na? We were very happy. But then soon we found that this chutti is going to get extended. And it was pretty scary at times. It left me confused. And we were wondering what we were supposed to do. Then suddenly the online lesson thing started happening. That yes, we should start. Now what happens? How do you prepare a teacher for teaching online? The teacher has been always physical in the class with the students, with her emotions. But now when the online thing had to happen, many of them were ill-equipped. They did not have the devices. They did not have the know-how of doing things. Then they didn't know what they were to do. And most important was the teacher's own personal confidence was not there. Because we are all women, we want to look beautiful. So we didn't know how we will look on the screen, whether we are camera friendly, whether we are very photogenic. That was first fear that all my teachers had, the young team that I have. So first I had to get their fears replaced with confidence, saying that you know the subject. Now what we are doing is we are going to talk in front of a camera and not real children. So let us look at this way. You won't have children to trouble. We will not have children who will say, ma'am, may I come in? Ma'am, can I go to the washroom? So let's look at that way and let us enjoy our lessons. So when on April 3rd in our school, we started our online lessons. So from 19th to April 2nd, we were getting our teachers totally equipped how to teach a lesson. How do you write on the board? If there is a board, we ask them to get whiteboards, right? And then also the family in the house had to be told, look, I am working now. And in India, women working at home is very difficult. At school also, it's okay. But after 3:15, the lady has to go back home. So first we have to mentally prepare the entire family that from now on till when we didn't know, at least now we know something. And that point of time, we didn't know that we would be doing like this. And also we had to prepare the entire family to be very, very helpful, very supportive. We have heard of or seen a lot of videos where women are teaching, and then husband walks in, child walks in with a runny nose, the child comes in. But so we told the teachers, don't worry, the students are also facing the same thing, with Dadima peeping into the camera, with young teenager coming and saying hi because he finds it very interesting, say hi to the teacher. So that was the scenario which was for us. And we didn't know that this would extend up to September, right? Or today it is, September 5th. We didn't know that it would be like this. We were waiting to be in school, or rather, be in school, be with our students for Teachers' Day. So first, we accepted that challenge. We understood that it's not going to be a normal school, and we are ready to change. With that, what we had was, my principle was plan, prepare, and respond. Three things. So what do you plan? That is, you plan for your day the previous night itself and get ready. Maybe you have a whiteboard to remind you, right? Then you prepare yourself. Once I have planned, then do I have the resources? Because I'm working from home, it didn't happen. So did I, as a principal, did I provide support to my teacher? And was my teacher confident to get back to me? So we prepared and we responded to the situation. How did I respond? By getting new habits. Even personal hygiene habits have changed. So now we have come to that situation where we have become ready to respond to a new normal. Normal itself is something, now it has become a new normal. And imagine, we used to, when we were students, we used to write, imagine a school without teachers. Now it is the other way around. Imagine a school.
The teacher is not there. It's a free period. All of them, there is a game period for the students, and it's a
you
fun.
Love that teacher more when she's absent.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like,
so now,
out of the schedule.
Absolutely, it's a blessing from heaven. When the teacher, the monster is not there, you're so happy. And especially if you had a test on that day and the teacher was absent. Oh, that was fantastic. Yes. I've been a student, so I know it. And I'm still a student of life. So what happens is, now we are coming to a new normal where we are going to teach students through this kind of offline modes, digital modes. And also we are going to have less number of children in the classroom. Because of the COVID, we have to be very, very careful, right? So first thing, when a child comes to school, what happens? The child runs to the teacher, especially pre-primary and primary. They run to the teacher and kind of hug you. And that is what probably the teacher is also waiting for. I think Snigdha would agree with me. Yes. She'll be waiting to hug the child. So we as teachers, we have to control our emotions, not to hug the child. And I have seen, I've been going to school in between, some child sees me and he's so disappointed that he cannot hug me. So the mother prepares the child that be very careful about what you are doing, your physical contact. That is one. Then as mothers or as parents, we have to teach them how to understand the timings, because the school is not going to hold normal timings. It's not going to work from 8 to 3. So it could be a staggered timing. And that is what the rules have been told to us, that you can have 3 hours, then 1 hour of sanitization, then disinfecting has to happen, and then the next batch comes. And then we have to manage whether the teacher is going to teach the same thing to the 2 different batches. We are still at the planning level. Or the teacher gives a recording of the lessons. So physically, some students are attending and some students are again listening from home. Then what happens when this child comes to school, the child also is very emotionally drained. It has been inside the house. Mama has told, don't go out, don't meet your friends. Suddenly he has been told, don't play with Kiran, don't play with X. So the child doesn't know whether he or she has to play with the child or not. And the child is also totally drained. The mother has told, uske paas mat jana, don't do that. Don't take anything from him to eat. But we are all used to it na, as human beings. And uh, children also say, आज मम्मी ने ना आज ये मेरे लिए बनाया था तो मैं आपके लिए लेके आई थी. And that joy is going to be deprived. And mama is also told, don't give it to him. So there is a lot of emotional stress on the child. So we have to teach when the mother sends the student, the child to school, it has to, the mother has to prepare the child how to behave. But all those hows, what will be forgotten when you come inside the school.
Right.
It's very natural. We also we love breaking rules. And this, since we are meeting the friend after so many days, I'm a little worried how it is going to be, right? And they have given us permission from class 9 to 12th. So hopefully they should behave properly. But being young children, teenagers, I'm sure they might break the rule without the urge to break the rule. Just that, happiness in seeing my friend. And parents are also going to teach, or we are also going to tell them not to share things. So again, it is a rule which we are breaking. We are saying sharing is caring. And today we are telling them, please don't share. So it is going to be a big irony how the child is going. It's a paradox. How is the child going to listen to? Isn't it? It's a big paradox.
Basically,
We have all
the regular habits, the regular activities, the general activities that the kid has always like grown up with. Going to school, hugging their teachers or their own friends, sharing food. Because of this pandemic, they won't be able to do it right now. So basically, you're also saying that post-pandemic also that scary mind will not run away anywhere. It will still remain and it will keep on, haunting the child's regular activities. Because
it is going to be there because we all breed on negativity. This is one big problem. We love negativity, right? And positive, being a positive person is very difficult because my partner or my friend will not allow me. And we all thrive on negativity.
Absolutely.
Like, right, I'm going to school in between. So many people say, school kyun jate ho? I said, why should I not go to school when I have work? When I'm a principal, I have to work. So we thrive on negativity, and mothers, the negativity really becomes very large because the mother, in her anxiety, allows it to, climb over her.
Right.
अरे मेरे बच्चे को दांत का कुछ था, so this happened and I went to the doctor and doctor said this and now he has to go to school. So that begins. So I think we should not allow negativity to be part of us. It has to be removed. I don't know what cleaning will do, what rinsing we will do, but it has to be, the mother has to be very strong. Again, teachers.
Positive from inside.
It has to be.
So,
otherwise, it wouldn't work.
There is this, and that I just wanted to ask here. I would like to ask Snigdha ma'am about the thing that Jyoti ma'am just said. Even if the pandemic is over, the classes that the children are doing right now, they are all virtual. Everything is being conducted through either through Google Meet or maybe through Zoom. Right. The regular way of going to school and getting that teachers teaching us on the blackboard, that is not going to happen anymore. So do you think the online classes will continue to happen even after post-pandemic, Snigdha ma'am? What do you think? What would it be? What kind of teaching they will get? Will it be still even post-pandemic, will it still be the virtual kind of education they will be receiving?
See, what I feel is actually now there are two parts of it. What I see in our class or in our section of pre-primary, what we have observed is children are very much eager to be with the teacher, like Jyoti ma'am had spoken about.
Yes.
And many of them, fortunately, the parents are tech savvy and they have digital access to all these things, children these days. But also we have encountered certain children who are stuck up in their remote villages somewhere, where they couldn't access anything, not even a mobile, or go through the recorded videos that we were sending them. And we had parents calling us up and telling us that the child is missing the school, he's missing the teachers and the friends. So looking at both of these things, I feel what we have been going through, I feel that a mix of both, like we say, blended learning could be a new norm. That is what I feel. Like they say, you either ride a wave or you create one. So going by this thing that we are facing today, there's a lot of unpredictability that is there. The mood is very sour, very sad. But the only thing is that there is hope, that all the things are going to be cleared and we are going to, start soon.
Absolutely.
So
do you
I
think,
feel,
ma'am,
yeah,
this will leave a long-term effect on their mind, because they are stuck up at home. They are not able to
Yes.
go out. They are kids, not
Right.
just someone who is in class 11 or 12, someone who is in class 1 also, or someone who is who was about to enter the school this year. I know so many people who are planning to get their kids admitted.
Homeschooling.
Yes.
Yes. So
Plus,
ma'am,
they're going for homeschooling also.
yes,
Yes.
homeschooling. But do you think this new norm will have a positive effect or a negative impact? Maybe a positive impact will be there, because
Yes.
parents are teaching them. But just stuck up at a inside home,
Right.
looking at the system or the mobile phone, that 5-inch small screen,
Correct.
and getting the education that we have been getting. How competitive it will be for them to to compete with someone who has been into the traditional way of teaching. Like,
Teaching.
I don't even know who I will compete with, when I'm looking for a job next year. Maybe that person is more educated than me. Maybe that person has got more, has gone through
Right,
more,
right.
education. So how will it be for them, ma'am?
So what I feel is, there are pros and cons to this kind of teaching, the online teaching, that virtual learning that we're talking about. The pros, what I would mention is the children get to be with their parents. That is one pro that I have noticed, the positive side to it. The parents are taking active interest in their studies. That is another good thing that I've seen. Of course, the negative part is, social development is a very major part of, the early years. And that is missing for an entire year. They have just missed it out on an entire school year. These children, what we have been going through, the pre-primary children, or even, primary children. So I think that is the negative impact that it might have, because I see even my son going through that kind of, sometimes withdrawal symptoms because he can't meet his friends, or,
I think it happens with adults also.
Yes, absolutely.
We have not met our friends for
Yes,
long.
absolutely.
It's not just children, it's
Yes,
everyone.
everybody, even the adults. Agreed. Yes.
Everyone. And in our school, we have had problems where parents don't want children to watch videos
Yes,
or
absolutely.
lessons, because it's too tiring.
It's tiring.
So we
absolutely.
have limited
School
screen time
hours.
for them.
Yes.
Not even, just about 40 minutes each, not even 40, because parents don't want it. And some parents say, 2.5 साल का बच्चे को क्यों अभी क्यों
Correct.
दिखाना?
So, ma'am, as Jyoti ma'am also, added on to the thing that, it is very tiring, right?
Correct.
And,
Social changes will happen.
yes, of course, of course. I think we lost you somewhere, Jyoti ma'am. But I got the point that
So
tiring for the child. It is not. It is also not good for the child. Even doctors don't say that it is good for the
absolutely
child
not good.
to look at the screens, and they cannot hold the camera or hold the phone, long, keeping it at a distance. It will always be in front of them. So, Snigdha ma'am, what do you think that, what kind of impact it will put on the children's? Yes, Snigdha
I
ma'am.
think
Just 1 second. I think I'm facing some network issues, I think.
Okay, okay.
no, the impact it would be a very mixed impact. The child is almost not learned or has not had opportunities for social skills.
Right.
And also to an extent, it must be emotionally blackmailing their parents for getting the mobile and playing with it. You know, that, and the parent has to, it's very difficult for a young parent to be with the child throughout because she's a housewife or she's a wife in a family, she's a daughter-in-law, she's a bhabhi to somebody. So she has to
Absolutely.
take care of that. And this 3-year-old child says, I have school. That I'm speaking from my own school also. Parents are saying, don't have so many things. Instead, we have offline lessons.
Right.
And
Yes.
I really don't want too much of screen time for them.
Absolutely.
And so we ask them to do some creativity, acts.
Correct.
But there also initially, first 2 months, we could not do because the shops were closed. So I told the teacher to be very sensitive. Don't say we'll make a craft out of CD if there is no CD at home. Ask the child to do something with what is there. Now, again, that is a very broad question. Broad, wrong in a sense. It's a very big blanket direction. Aap kuch bhi bana, what you will make kuch bhi? What is that kuch bhi you have to define? And
Yes.
for a 2-year-old child, the mother sits and does it, and when the whole family is sleeping, she's still doing it. So we told the parent, please don't do that. We
Right.
don't want to give A grade to you. We
Yes.
don't want to give outstanding remark to you. It's affecting pre-primary a lot.
Absolutely.
From
And
third onwards, it's been quite fine for them.
yes,
It's
sorry,
it's become quite better.
interrupting you, Jyoti ma'am. I just
Yeah.
wanted to pick up Snigdha ma'am's one point that she just mentioned, that it will be difficult for someone who doesn't have access to internet as well.
Correct.
Not everyone has a
Absolutely.
mobile phone.
Yes.
Which can be
Absolutely.
used, right? There are there are so many people in the urban India. What the rural?
Rural area.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, what will happen to those people? Do you think it will be a negative effect will come into this thing? Like, how would you describe this particular point?
No, what I would say is, I know we expect a lot from the government, and the government should be, providing something or the other for these people as well. But of course, I feel that the children will be missing out on an, quality education because they do not have access to all these things.
Yes, yes, of course.
No, to an extent, I would say the government has been very helpful to rural children. Have set up huge screens and community center. They have created Diksha app. They have created a lot of apps by the CBSE, NCRT, and they are ensuring that lessons are shown on YouTube. They're having lessons on the radio, right? And there are some committed teachers, especially in the rural places. They go to the houses, make the children sit in open compounds, and they are teaching. So, Snigdha, probably you have not heard about it, but the government is taking a lot of responsibility on itself. The area collectors are doing extremely well. And teacher groups themselves, self-help groups, they are ensuring that children are not left behind. So what was a challenge is now kind of addressed to. It's not that
it is happening.
it's
is
not that
Yes.
bleak as Snigdha is believing,
Yeah.
but it is not, and
Yeah,
we are speaking here about the urban children.
Yes.
We are not talking about the remote child in Assam or the remote child in Kathiawar. We are speaking about urban children where they have 5 handheld devices in their home.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely.
That's
No,
not. But
my
rural,
point was, that
the
no
government
child
is
should be
helping
left
us.
behind. Yes, no child should be left
Yes.
behind. We know that we have heard that,
Anganwadis are doing
yes,
well, very well.
government is helping, the
Yeah.
Anganwadi is helping, but the true figure always remains a question.
Absolutely.
The true,
Yes.
yes, that is what I feel. I have heard that many of them are working for these children, but of course, we are not sure of how.
I think we have to sustain all the time.
Yes.
Yes. So maybe government is introducing applications
Yeah.
and all, but
Correct,
to
correct.
use those applications, even to use not everyone has a
Yes.
smartphone. So I
Snigdha, again, I would like you to.
taking care of because India has such a huge population,
Absolutely.
and I don't mind saying that after the pandemic, there will be more kids coming up. Yes, taking care of each and everything is not possible for the
Not
government
possible.
to do,
Correct.
because they are also struggling with the medical
Right.
infrastructure. So there was the students and the teachers will face a problem. right? Not all the
Yes.
teachers are well equipped with the with the virtual way of teaching.
Yes.
I will come to you, Rashi ma'am. Since we have already spoken about a lot about this, and now we know that this pandemic is not going anywhere away from us so soon, because it's a virus infection and they never die, virus never dies. So the fear among the parents will stay. They will still have, they will still ask, as Jyoti ma'am just said, they will still ask their kids to not, hug their teachers, or not to do the regular activities, or maybe, not to, maybe they will be also scared to send their kids to the school. So ma'am, do you think after, like, post pandemic, the parents will be able to, let their kids take these classes, the regular classes that they were taking a year back from now? What will be the situation, like, if I look at the schools after post pandemic, the students availability in the schools, how will, yeah.
Uh, Before I start, I would like to say one thing that after 1 year of gap from the school, means distance from the school, next time when the students are going to come to the school, they will be saying that we love our school because they have missed it a lot. पहले क्या होता था that the students used to say, I am having headache, I don't want to go to the school, I am having stomach ache, I am not going to the school. So they used to keep on giving excuses to the parents. But the scenario will change now, because this kid, they are really missing their school and the friends and the teachers and the compound of the school. Okay. And now the second thing, what will be the scenario after this was, I think there are of parents two groups of parents who literally believe, one of the group believe that it is just like a normal disease which has been attacked to us on us, which can even be we can say fought against if we take certain specific precautions in the school compound or by the school level. And there are certain group of parents who are literally very rigid in sending the children to the school. But what I believe is the scenario is going to change, because this is a thing which we need to live with until the vaccine comes in. And we cannot stop the life of the kid in this way, where they are hampering the academics in such a long run. Because there was discussions going on that why should not we declare this as zero academic year. There are
Yes.
certain students who are fighting to give the exams of GE and NEET because they are going to lose the entire year. Myself, I am pursuing with my B.Ed final year, but I'm not able to give the last semester because of this pandemic, and now I am fighting for the degree because I'm not able to give the exam, and the scenario is totally different. So when we talk about this, we need to live with this disease for a long period of run. It is not like the vaccine has been introduced and it will come to us and we are going to take the vaccine and the students are about to start the school. But this is going to affect. Now it is the set mindset of the parents actually, where they need to take the step and send the students
Yes.
to the school, because they know what initially when the academic year ended in 2019-20, the scenario was okay, school khatam ho gaya, now they are in the house, they will do it. But when the lockdown started, the students started to face the problems, the teachers started to face the problems, the parents started to face the problems because of the monitors and the screen time of the child.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay. Secondly, the parents were even facing the problem, which I was hearing from the parents, that they are having the online classes. They are on the screen, near the screen, sitting there and playing PUBG, GTA, etc., etc., and the class is going on. So we need to keep a monitor supervision over the students. So this is the second thing. The parents are totally fed up of it. Now, in the name of the virtual classes, the students, some of the students, or maybe maximum of the students, are doing side by side the gamings and all these things, all this extra stuff, watching YouTubes in between the classes. Everything is going on, which has been making the parents more cautious about this, that these students are going to lose the entire academic year in this way. The base of the students, the foundation of the students is going to scatter.
Absolutely, absolutely. But ma'am, the thing that I wanted to ask is, will they ever be able to send their, like, like, the parents are scared, right? The minds are still in the motion that, my child might get infected with the disease. So post pandemic, will this see the, like, will we be able to see the regular things that were happening a year back? Will that be there, or it will be still the same thing continue, the same way, the virtual way of education? These things will still continue to happen.
On this point of view, I'll be agreeing with Snigdha ma'am when she said it will be a blend of two. Because it is very clear that people are not even clear about the concept of corona right now. COVID-19 is still, people are not clear. Some are saying it is a disease which cannot be fought against, means people are dying about it. But when we see the statistics, it is not so. So people are still in dilemma, in a confusion about the concept of corona. But when we talk about this, the post-pandemic period, I believe if the proper awareness is given to the parents in the proper way, I believe the students can come to the school and have the regular school life.
Right. The school
But
life.
the
No, I
major
think
the-
I don't think that's a very good suggestion, because schools cannot take the responsibility of
that
the
is
health
what
of the child.
that
It's a
is what
very
the
immature way of doing
where,
it,
this is the
because
point where I was coming to. This is the point
Yeah.
where I was coming to.
because
If
we
the-
have to give the option to the parent.
Yes, I know
And
that.
how
Even if the school starts, and this, I told you there are two groups of people. Parents
Yeah.
group, there are two groups divided. One are willing to send the children to the school and others are not willing to send the school. But when we talk about the point of school, the problem will be even if a single case emerges from that particular school, again a new pandemic will start, because it is the question
No,
of
there will be total chaos.
that is
Total
what I'm
chaos
talking.
will
It is
be
the new
there.
pandemic start where the students will not be allowed to go to the school. Now parents will again start making the association, fighting against the school rules and the government rules. This will happen, and this is going to happen if the school regularly opens. So it will be a blend of virtual as well as the regular school life, where particular group of students can be taught in the virtual way, while the other section of the students can be called to the school and been given the lectures on. Especially, we can divide those students into two groups. One group, which is the average students, which can be called to the school, who require a personal attention, and we can keep the other part, that is the above average students, to the virtual group, so that they can catch it from the home itself.
Right.
So in this way, we can have a blend of two groups in the school, and we can start the school in this way.
There I will ask Ankita ma'am as well. Since all of us are, okay with the term, we have come to the term that there will be a blend of two different kinds of ways of studying. Maybe it will have to be very conscious mind of. There has to, the children's has to, like, the parents will have to take care of their own kids, and will have to make them understand what all they need to follow when they're in the school or they're outside. And also it can be the virtual education will also exist. So in that case, ma'am, Ankita ma'am, I would like to know if the child is being sent to the school, okay, and if the school starts working, how, social, well, do you think social distancing will still remain in the mind of the parents? They will still keep on they will still teach their kids to maintain social distancing. And if that is so, how difficult it will become for the teachers to keep a track on them, because parents won't be there available 24/7 in the schools to take care of the kids, right? So how difficult will it be for the teachers or for the students or for the parents to keep a track on this kind of behavior from the students when they will go back to the school after pandemic?
Okay, yeah. So because there are two things now. So we have two options. Either first is the new normal that we are following all these days throughout the lockdown, and the second one is the changed normal. So there will be a pre-COVID phase and a post-COVID phase that we'll be facing. The pre-COVID was when the life was normal, we all know about it, and the post-COVID will be not like the pre-COVID. So we need to be, very well versed with these facts that pre-COVID and post-COVID, they are going to be different altogether. So we cannot go back to the same normal that we had before the COVID arose. So that is the thing that we need to keep in mind. And we need to keep in mind that children need to be treated differently. Now, a major role starts with teachers of the school and the administration, that they need to focus upon children's education along with their safety. They cannot just focus on academics. They cannot just focus on finishing with the syllabus. They need to focus on bringing the children to out of the phobia, out of the anxiety that they have been facing all these while. And even we as adults, so many of us have faced this anxiety issues during the lockdown. So it is but normal for students to face it, because after all, they are children. And looking back to what age group they belong to, it's our role as adults, as teachers, as educators, that we focus upon their holistic development. It's not just the academic part that we need to focus upon, but also looking into what kind of scenario they have been into. There can be a number of scenarios what students could have gone through. There might be cases when somebody might have got illness, the students might have got illness themselves, the COVID infection, or in their family. Even, at the worst, what could have happened was they could have lost a family member because of COVID. So all these are issues which are creating anxiety amongst students and children. So we need to focus upon their holistic development in the school. It will be a major role, a major challenge for all the teachers now on, if the schools reopen, which is still doubtful. Otherwise, the new normal, the virtual thing, the virtual world we are into nowadays, yes, that might continue for another few months more if things don't go on a right track. So we need to be prepared for the new normal also, and for the changed normal also. That's what I
Right.
feel.
So, before I come to Jyoti ma'am, I'll just have a little bit about I need a little bit information from Snigdha ma'am, since you are, you are teaching the primary students, right, ma'am? So,
Pre-primary.
yes.
Pre-primary.
How difficult will it become for a teacher of a pre-primary school, to take care of students when the school reopens? How much challenging will it become for the teachers?
I feel it's going to be a task, especially with pre-primary kids. Like, what Jyoti ma'am had said, they like to come, the first thing they want to do is, they want to come and hug their teacher. And, post-pandemic, I don't think, that will be possible, and it will be difficult for us. It will be very hard for us to, actually tell them that, just stop, don't do this. So it's going to be very challenging, and we are in the process of, our school is trying to see how we can work things out, like, calling maybe half students in a class on alternate days. But that's, of course, once the school starts. And pre-primary, I don't think is going to start so
At
soon.
all.
Right.
Yes. So it is going to be very challenging. Even after maybe next year too, I feel it will be very difficult for us to, make those small children understand. Even though they have been going through this at home, their parents are telling them that, you're not supposed to go near another person, or, wear a mask, sanitize, this and that. Yet those are small children, you can't expect them to, actually, be that rigid.
And the parents will be dependent on the teachers, that okay, the teacher will take care.
Yes.
The
The teacher will take
expectations
care.
will come to the teachers, because when being a parent, the mother or the father is sending the child to the school, everything comes down to the teacher, right? During
Right.
those school hours, why my child, how my child got this, why didn't you take care of it, why the
Take
school
care of
was
it.
not
Correct.
taking care of the, why the camera was not, so many different things. So ma'am, coming to Jyoti ma'am, uh, would you like to tell me that when can we expect the new, not the new normal, but the actual normal to come back to the situation?
Okay.
I don't want the new normal to be there, but yes, the actual normal which was
Now,
there.
I think the right word would be in-person learning and online lessons. So
Yes.
that in person, you're physically present there. I don't think it is advisable to start till next March for the younger ones. It
Right.
will have a direct effect on teachers' livelihood also, right?
Absolutely.
Homeschooling, because many children are into homeschooling. And first, we'll have to ask, why do you think a parent will send his child to the school? One, if the parents want to go to work, because they have to earn their bread and butter, then they will send their child, right? Then, if they are not capable of homeschooling, if the mother, generally mothers in India take care of the children, so if the mother is not educated, then she might want to send, but she will not be confident of sending this child to this school. So we are thinking, how do we address these issues? Can the teacher, will they allow the teacher to go to their homes and teach the child once a week? We go and meet the child, say hello to the child. There is a lot of, see, in India, we don't follow a lot of hygiene methods. When we ask people to wash their hands, they don't wash their hands. This is our problem with us. When we are asked to follow rules, we don't follow rules. What is it? थोड़ा सा मैंने मास्क नीचे कर दिया तो क्या फर्क पड़ता? So why should they send their child to the school? I wouldn't want my pre-primary child to come to school till next March, because I know I will follow all the rules, but I don't know what would happen to the child, from where it might get ill. Is it through the maushi in the school, or is it through the bus driver, or is it through the auto cab driver that comes, or anybody it just happens to encounter? So I would suggest that we should not get our children till March, next March. By the time the child would have grown up for another 6 months. So there would be a change. And imagine, Snigdha, getting a child who is 2.5, playgroup child. We will become only nannies. We will be only worried, oh, little bit of fever, what to do? And parent will blame Snigdha. Parent will blame Snigdha, he wouldn't take care of my child. And then sometimes, I'll tell you situations in India. I have to go for my shadi, let's say in playgroup. I leave her for 2 hours. I'll attend that and come back. Shadi or something like that. Maybe I want to do some shopping. So playgroup is the best thing. And she will not say that, Snigdha, that my child did not sleep for the last night for 2 hours. Snigdha would not know. The child will come to school, throw up a tantrum. And everybody is trying to pacify the child. Don't do this, do that. Then the mother said, "Nahi, kal isko bukhar tha, loose motion tha, dant ka kuch tha." And the entire blame will come to Snigdha.
Yes.
And by mistake, if the teacher gives a medicine to the child, again there will be an uproar. How did you give this to my child? Another uproar. Okay. Even
I think this is because of
we have to.
scared.
No, naturally, because today we have only 1 or 2 children. We don't have 8 children now.
Yes.
Where you have grown up in big families. You don't have that. It's just 1 child, and that too after 6 years of marriage. So it becomes very, very difficult for the young parent. Mothers have anxiety issues.
Right.
They are very scared to send their children. Ma'am, is this place clean? They will clean the place 10 times. And how do you think, as a normal school, how do you think a school will allow that? And every mother will start looking at the other mother and saying, her chair is better than my child's chair. So I would not, serious, I'm speaking about issues that would happen. I'm speaking for Snigdha. These are the issues. By mistake, the child eats a crayon. She just keeps it near. The parent will say, "Mera bacha ne kha liya usko." Snigdha, miss, you did not take care, because of that she's not well. I would suggest, don't let children come in right now.
All these issues.
Unlock 4, unlock 5, unlock 6, doesn't matter. A 3-year-old child missing a school doesn't matter at all.
Doesn't matter at all.
Yeah, if the mother can afford, let her take care. Be with the child, tell her stories, sing songs, play with them in the house itself. Otherwise, teachers, we are inviting a lot of danger. However safe you are. You can put the child in a...
Like, this is what is going to
I don't think. Till for the pre-primary child. I'm speaking for the pre-primary.
Okay.
Maybe in December, the primary kids from 3rd to 5th can come. Most probably from October 6th onwards, we'll be calling. And that today only I sent a circular that if you want, you can send your child, which is optional. So once it is optional, you can decide. The child would want to come, but the parent will not send. So I have left it to the total choice. Then what do we have to do at school level, at the infrastructure level? When the child enters the school, the first thing, there has to be a sanitation, disinfectation point. The child has to be disinfected. You should have a sanitizer dispenser. Then you have the temperature gun. You have the oximeter, which we are doing it. And we have to do it, because otherwise anything is possible. And again, all this is happening in the urban setup. In the rural setup, they are just leaving things to God.
God, yes, absolutely.
Really, I'm telling you, it's just
Absolutely,
left
yes.
to God and some committed teachers and principals and some panchayats who are very, very committed. You must have seen in WhatsApp a complete group of doctors and inspectors were kicked out of their village. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yes,
They
yes.
said, please leave us, we'll manage our
We'll
own
manage.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So once the child is coming into the school, the child has to be given sanitizer. The mother will say, don't give your own bottle, I will send my bottle. And children, what do? They will take yours and they will take mine.
Exchange,
And they will
yes.
mix everything.
Yes.
Because
they won't
Snigdha's
understand.
bottle looks,
Yes, yes.
they will
for
say
them,
Snigdha's bottle is better than Ankita and Rashi's is smaller than mine, so I will use. So,
yes.
isn't it, Rashi? So
Yeah.
we can't stop it.
We are
You
talking
can
about
have
the
cameras.
pre-primary section. I am telling you about 9 to 8, 12
We'll
standard
have a
students.
lot of
They
issues.
won't maintain the social distancing when they come to the school. They will be sitting
Absolutely.
inside themselves and they'll be fighting like anything like this. A normal school, you cannot
Why
restrict them. You cannot
even
restrict
teachers are going to do that? Share from each other the bar, because we are human beings. Then we have duty to ensure that we have less number of students in the classroom. Then ensure that the child keeps on washing the hands. We can't have assemblies. I'm still planning.
And
We
the
only have webinar
most challenging,
assemblies.
ma'am, most challenging will be to make them sit in the class with maintenance of social distancing. It is next to
It's not,
impossible.
no.
Because
I
these
wouldn't
kids,
say
after
that for
coming up
senior
from
class. Yes.
after coming to the school after 1 year, these kids are really wild. They will be wild, sitting with
Yes,
their friends.
yes.
They'll be. You can't restrict them with the social distancing at that time.
That's why
But in
I
the
asked
PT period, whether it is the PT period, whether it's the sports periods or skate periods and any other activity period,
Yes,
these students,
absolutely.
they are going to touch each other, they are going to hug each other, they are going to throw each other on. Everything is going to happen, and we teachers will just keep on watching this because we will be helpless at that time. So
No, then that is where as teachers, we have to make them responsible.
responsible.
As young,
No,
responsible.
but this is the
It's your
scenario.
duty.
Generally, what we see, if
No.
you are a dominant teacher, you are able to
Yes,
control
yes.
the class, then it's
No, that
okay.
is what you have to do. That is what we have to do.
But when the students find a teacher who
No,
is
no, no, no.
liberal with the nature, they'll start. And the risk
So
is
then
the
the
school has
authority
done
will
this.
step in.
These
The
are the
authority will
challenges
step
the
in.
teachers will
Yes.
face. These are the challenges the teachers will face, and
Definitely they are going to face.
post-pandemic will affect the students, but also the teachers. Their responsibilities will double up. Not just taking care of the
Yes.
education, but also to take care
No,
of
no.
the hygiene of the
The
students.
emotional quotient, the hygiene, the
And
responsibility. If a child goes to
If
the
the child
toilet, the
comes,
teacher should be
if the
very
child
alert.
comes,
Has
if the
he
child
come
comes
back?
to the school, the teacher should be well maintained enough and well developed with psychological point of view and the behavioral point of view.
Exactly. But
In
she has
that
to be
case,
very sensitive.
Sita ma'am, what do you have to say? Like the teachers' roles will change post-pandemic. My topic initially was just to focus on how students' life will change post-pandemic education system. But yes, in the education system, teachers
No,
play
without us, no
spinal cord.
student
They
can
are
be
the
there.
spinal cord. So how do you think, ma'am, being a teacher, how will your life change after post-pandemic? If I just consider you as a teacher.
She is a teacher, by the way.
Yes, not that, like consider you just as a teacher means I'm, being a teacher right now. How difficult will it become for you? What are the additional responsibilities will make up? Because even the teachers will also go through a mental change. They will have to keep that mentally prepared themselves. Okay, so today I just don't have to teach the students or take tests. I'll have to make sure they are maintaining social distancing. I have to make sure that they are not, touching each other's hands or things like this. How challenging will it become for you, ma'am? Snigdha, ma'am, this is for you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just missed out on a little part of it.
She's daydreaming.
You're already
Just
there.
imagine
You're
I'm
already
already imagining what is going to happen post-pandemic.
This is
Yes.
not to scare you or anything, but this is something that
You have scared her. You have scared us, Kada.
No, I'm totally equipped and mentally prepared to handle this. It's just that I went into that mode of, how actually in reality we are going to take care of the students when they are back. It's going to be a task for everybody, not just the pre-primary kids, but everybody,
Everyone.
especially for everybody. because the children are the same, all over, whether they are small or they're big. They want to, they have the same kind of emotional setup. They want to, like Rashi said, like, after one entire year of not meeting your friends, teachers, and not being in the school, they are bound to go and hug their friends.
Yes.
So it is going to be a task of how we are actually going to, in reality, step up and, actually make them responsible, like Jyoti ma'am said.
Yes, of course, of course.
Tatata, you said about teachers. I'm
Yes.
saying I have to take care of my teachers, that they are all right.
Absolutely.
We have to be the policemen. For them, they are the teachers are our children. So we have to see to it that these children take care of those children better.
Yes,
And we have to
yes.
remind them, wash your hands, be very sensitive. See, he's running. So sometimes we also run behind them to, get the child in place. So I don't think it's a big task. Yeah. You only have to be more alert, more
Yes.
sensitive, so that every September 5th, every teacher is respected by the society.
Right.
And nowadays people say teaching is not good. I would say teaching is still a noble profession, and we demand that respect.
Yes.
It is rightly
If some
said by the
teachers-
President Putin that if I have to
Yes.
give the vaccine, then I'll be giving it to the teachers and the doctors because they are the essential part of the society.
Absolutely.
But sadly, he lost his second daughter. That's sadder
Yes,
part.
yes.
That's a bad thing.
It happened, but this is
So
what
as-
actually the profession of teacher and doctors are, who are the unsung heroes of the
Absolutely.
country.
Absolutely, absolutely. Even
Yeah.
during this pandemic, nothing, the doctors didn't stop working for a day. And even I don't think teachers stopped working for a day as well. The classes were happening, and it is more tiring nowadays, Most of the whatever discussion we just had, I just came out with the conclusion that, the new normal is going to, the new thing that is happening right now is going to stay with us for some more time. So I would like to ask Ankita ma'am, because as Jyoti ma'am is saying that it is not advisable to reopen the school so soon, because it can hamper, it can create a panic among the parents, among the children, because they are kids, they won't understand, but they will think that why am I being given so many instructions, right? And also it will be a difficult thing for the teachers to manage as well. After a year coming out of the house and getting more responsibilities than the person was getting a year back. In regards to all of this, there is also going to be, if the student is at home, if the student is stuck at home, the regular things are not happening. What mental effect, how mentally it will be affecting the students?
So, like ma'am said that, in the beginning that we are not socializing much because of the lockdown. So one thing is that social effect is going to be making a huge impact on children. They'll be missing their friends, they'll be missing their social time, what they used to have earlier in the pre-COVID period. So they are going to miss it, and it'll be really difficult for students, who are more into the category of extroverts or ambiverts. For introverts, it'll be an easy thing to manage because they are not, from the beginning, they are not having that kind of social circle to interact. But students who are, very extrovert, they need friends to talk and to have a good time with, spend time with friends more of the time. For those students, it'll be little challenging because they just have access to their family members, their parents, whoever are there at home. So for them, it'll be little difficult, but then they, what another option that, because we are into a virtual world most of the times right now, so what access virtually we can have, that options we can open up to our children who are, more towards the social end. And for the introverts, yes, of course, they are sufficient with their family. So I think for them, it's not a big problem. But for extrovert students and children, they need to be given options of virtual exposure with their friends. If they can have a virtual session on Zoom with their, friends, having a good session like they have their own school sessions with teachers. So that's the option that they can have. So
Yes,
this is how I think they can cope up.
I feel that, not just the not just the health part of not going out, not playing, also the mentally they will be they're
Right.
stuck. Their mind is stuck. The kid's mind is there to grow. The more you go out, the more you mix up with people, the more you know, the competitive thing. So coming to Jyoti ma'am, because things are going to be difficult for the students after this. What do you think the
I would
competitive?
request you not to use the word difficult, because these are the words which we are again feeding ourselves.
No,
Difficult,
but
you know, it's not going to be difficult. It is just a change that we have to accept.
right,
Because
right.
I'm speaking from the point of a head of a school.
Hmm.
If I believe it is going to be difficult, it is going to be difficult.
So
If
what are
I
the
show
precautions you're
confidence
taking, ma'am, post-pandemic?
Re-
How, like,
that, as I said, when the child enters the school, he has to have the temperature tested, then he has to sanitize his hands, then the disinfecting of the place has to take place. We have been given specific rules. 3 hours we'll have class, then we send them, clean the whole place again, then the next batch comes. Then we have to tell them that there'll be no assemblies. We are having all webinars, so we should have it like that. We had our honors day like that. We announced the prize winners. We had called outsiders, we had webinar, and we did that. So we are not going to have physical classes for the entire group. Cleaning should be as often as possible. Tell them do not share things, have less hours, no canteen facilities. This is for the child. As far as learning is concerned, it is going to be remote learning for some and physical classes for some, where you can have artificial augmented reality, virtual reality, you have AI coming in, blended learning coming. It's going to be a hybrid plan. And then you can opt for an LMS, offline lessons. So it's not going to be difficult at all. We'll only maybe have lesser number of children, and typical on the surface events might not be there. But if I believe it is going to be difficult, then it is going to be difficult.
right.
As the head of the school, I should feel it's not going to be difficult. And we face a lot of challenges. Parents will come, so we are ready for that. We are ready to work with sincerity, with commitment. So I don't think things should go wrong. In fact, the COVID has opened up a lot of ideas. Oh, we can do it like this. Now, admissions, we are trying a lot of digital marketing. So it hasn't gone bad. So, these kind of things that you've got to keep on adapting. If you don't adapt, you will be left behind. Perform and perish, or perish.
Or perish. Yes.
Update, or you left behind. You are left behind. Like I'm doing this with you. Many people would not believe that it's possible, but I've been into tech for a long time. So if I don't update myself, I cannot do anything. And if I, as the head of the school, say it's very difficult, they will do it. And already I'm anticipating that, so I am not disturbed. When does it become difficult? When I don't visualize that it is not going to happen. When I believe all the children will come in rows without touching, they are not robots. They will do it. So you have to be prepared. We maybe even have a mask. You have those Zorb balls. Have you seen?
Yes.
You can imagine it.
Good idea.
Zorb balls we have to do.
Right.
We might have to produce a small Zorba where the kid will come. I don't know. Now, when I'm speaking to you, I'm also getting ideas. So we kind of have to think such things.
Right.
Yeah.
Take it positively. That it's
Take it
okay.
positively,
It's okay
please.
to wash your hands.
Corona hai to karuna hai.
10 times a day. Yes.
Let's not be stupid.
Yeah.
Let us not be stupid in not obeying the rules.
Yes.
Let us be very alert, and let us, if it, as Ankita was saying, we've had children where deaths have happened in the families.
Mhm.
So that child is going to be very upset. And a teacher knows how to handle a child.
Yes.
Any child who is upset, the teacher knows how to handle. The moment the teacher sees the child, she will ask, Munu, you are not all right today? Immediately the child says yes. So we are well equipped, and Snigdha and myself, we are very confident that we are ready to do
Yes.
anything for our kids. And it's
Absolutely.
not going to be a difficult phase. This is like going to a foreign language by not knowing the language. Foreign land you go. So
Foreign
it's a new thing which is going to come. We are going to accept it, and we are going to do the best that we can. Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. That was really so motivating, and that was such a
No, I
positive.
believe what I spoke.
Yes,
No,
ma'am. That's such a
I
positive
believe
note
what I,
that you
yes,
just, so even if the parents are watching this, so this is what is going to be post pandemic. Nothing to worry about, nothing to panic about. There are few
yes,
changes that will happen, but it is for the betterment of the child, and
exactly,
more and more
exactly.
care will be taken. But a conscious mind will be able to fight off this let's
There
take
is a
the
particular
positive.
word for this. Mindfulness of the
Yes.
teacher
Yes.
is more high now. We'll get more sensitive, we'll get more responsible, and believe that, not believe, we'll do the best. Right, Snigdha?
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Yes, yes.
This was such a insightful discussion that I just had, ma'am. All of you, it's a Teachers' Day.
Yeah.
The huge salute to all of you for giving the children of the society what it is required for, to become a part of this or to contribute to the growth of the society. So, ma'am, before ending this session, before ending this panel discussion, I would like each one of you to give, uh, one line that you want to say, about this whole thing that we just said in a positive, one line that you would, that, the parents would love to hear from your end.
So again, I start
Like,
because
I
I'm
just want
the
one quote
senior.
from your end. Yeah, because you have already given so many quotes, but still, just one quote to end the whole complete panel discussion.
Believe that your child is safe with us. I believe I will do my best for your child.
And Snigdha,
Right?
ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, I would just like to say that building on to what Jyoti ma'am has said, that just
That's
believe
easier.
and be positive, and we
Stay
will
positive.
ride this wave, and we will come out on the other side.
Rashi,
We
ma'am.
will rock.
Yes, we will.
Rashi, ma'am.
Have patience and uh, have the charm of sending the child to the school with all faith and positiveness inside yourself.
And
Okay.
Ankita, ma'am, what will you?
I would say that, for teachers and for students and for parents, it'll be take one step at a time and take it very easily. Don't overwhelm yourselves with the post-COVID scenario. It'll be going to be easy if you think positively and work for it.
We
So
leave
that's
the word COVID
Basically,
out of our lives.
basically, we have to
I'm
all
O
be
for that.
positives.
I'm O positive.
yeah. This time we should not fear of being positive.
Even
Be
I may be
positive.
positive. We all are
Okay.
positive.
But when we talk
So,
about COVID, it is not good to be positive, it is good to be negative.
negative. So, in this exam, we have to fail.
Yes.
In this
Yes,
COVID exam, we have to fail, not pass.
We'll fail, but we'll succeed.
but we'll
So,
succeed.
After failing, also we have to succeed.
Right, right.
yes, yes. So, to all the teachers in the country, very happy Teachers' Day. Guru Bhyo Namaha. Enjoy being a teacher, because to be a teacher is a very unique vocation, not a job. Okay.
Be
Thank
proud
you,
to be a
Ankita.
teacher. Yes, happy Teachers'
Happy
Day.
Teachers'
Yes.
Day to
Happy
all of
All of
Yes.
you.
you.
Happy Teachers' Day to all of you.
Happy
And to me
Teachers' Day
also.
to all of you from my end as well. And I have already given you all a big salute from all my viewers from my end.
Yes.
And keep doing the great work you all of you are doing for our children's, for our society. And yes, it was a very positive, it was a very insightful journey that we just took, seeing what will happen later on. And I'm sure the viewers who are parents, they will be, they will have the courage, they will have a positive courage within them to take this forward and look forward in a positive way, and rather than thinking that, oh no, my life is
Oh
going
no,
to
it is going to be oh yes.
yes,
It's going to be oh yes.
Yes.
yes,
Right?
absolutely.
Thank
The
you. Nice
principal
meeting.
like Ma'am Jyoti, it is going to be yes.
Yes.
Oh
I
my
agree.
God, that is the
I just
final
have one
icing on
question,
the cake.
Satata. I just have one question. Can I know from which school is Jyoti ma'am from?
Oh, you
Absolutely.
can
Even
ask
we
me
want to know
directly,
about
na?
you.
All this is off the
Sure, I
record,
don't
na?
mind, talking.
It's all off the record, na?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
I'm in Mumbai. I'm in Mumbai. I'm with the Jain
Yes.
Sanstha. It is called Mahapragya Public
Okay.
School. But otherwise, I
Okay.
used to be in Delhi. I am a CBSE teacher educator. I'm a resource person. I do a lot of teacher training for children, also for teachers, for children, parents. ऐसे थोड़ा टाइम पास कर लेती हूँ, अपना फंडा मार देती
That
हूँ.
is why there is no negative word in your dictionary.
Yes,
आई,
yes.
ये इसने तो दिल पे मार दी.
There is no
राशि
in,
ने
Actually, we
ma'am.
are going through these teacher trainings, and where we find that the educators who used to come, they say don't have any negative words inside your mind, and that is the reason why you don't have any negative words in your dictionary.
नहीं नहीं sin. So Snigdha, we are having about, it's run by a Jain Sanstha.
Okay.
So we are not terribly commercial. हम लोग because it's a religious trust. We have about 400 kids are there.
Okay.
हमारा भी 25 बच्चे निकल गए थे due to COVID because they have all gone to Rajasthan. But that's fine, you know, you can't help it.
You can't help it.
As I said, you do your best.
Right.
Things will happen for you. And once you do it sincerely, nothing will go wrong.
Nothing will stop.
If it goes wrong also, you should be able to withstand all those things.
Yes.
Because the more you panic, it will not change. It will be more troublesome for you.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
So pre-primary is a stage. Children literally hug me because I go and sit with them, I play with them. So if you've got to do all those things. And
Yes.
I will tell, like Satata says, it's going to be negative. No, it's not going to be negative. Life itself is a struggle only.
It is.
Absolutely.
I'm sitting.
absolutely.
I've come back from school today. Do I look as if I went to work? मैं काम करके आई हूँ. लग नहीं रहा है कि फ्री में बैठी हूँ. So it's just an attitude. How we are going to take things. Things are not easy. I know it's very depressing outside, but we don't have to keep on telling that.
Telling that to ourselves, yes.
Because the more you tell, you're going to suffer. Others are going to feel very happy about it. And negativity is something which avoid that. Let's not have that.
Yes.
And, right?
Yes.
Fine.
Yes.
Anything else that you like more about me?
Absolutely. I just don't want
Thank
to
you so
stop
much.
this
I do.
discussion. So I don't know why, because all of you
How
are
sweet.
such. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It was so motivating for me. Okay, all right.
Chalo, thank
All
you.
right.
Bye.
Everyone. I hope to see you.
Bye, Snigdha.
Some other
Bye-bye.
time.
You can share our numbers, Satata, to them so that we can say hi to each
Of
other
course,
Yes, yes,
if they want.
I will.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
will-
If they
ma'am,
want.
definitely.
We
be
would
going
like
to
that,
learn lot
yes.
of things from you.
Chalo, Rashi. Aojo. Jai Shri Krishna.
Okay, thank you, everyone.
Jai
Have
Shri
a nice,
Krishna.
have a nice evening. Goodbye.
Yes.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.